Here I am, Hard Rock Hell, on the Saturday, and I'm with City of Thieves.
How you doing?
Fine, thank you. I understand the rest of the band are on their way.
Yeah, they're winding their way around the Welsh
Mountains.
roads.
Yeah. A bit damp around those roads, I should think, today as
Was
well.
A bit, yeah.
Yeah.
It's more like kind of boating your way up.
Yes.
Aquaplaning your way around.
But that's a bit scary because there's quite drops on the other side. You don't want to look.
No,
It keeps you on toes. Keeps you on your toes, so it'll be fine.
Yeah.
especially with my driving. Yeah.
So, City of Thieves, what made you think of that name?
The name came out of a couple of things actually. We were throwing so many names around when we were trying to rename it, the band, or find a name for the band rather. And it was, some people will know that it's a book by a guy called David Benioff, which we haven't, which wasn't the inspiration, but we saw it and the name kind of resonated with kind of what we'd realised. We were trying to find a way of describing where we came from, the kind of struggles we'd had as a band and that kind of thing, and it sort of it summed up our situation really well. We'd been going for so long and pulling big crowds and putting music out, and we always felt like we were one step behind because we weren't the kind of the chosen people or whatever, and that you have to fight your way through kind of bands that are just interested in posing and taking drugs and just sort of being on the scene as opposed to doing anything particularly worthwhile. And being from London, you think that there'd be like you think you've got this heritage of rock music and stuff like that, but it's so hard to break through the kind of the layer on top of that, or underneath it rather, and get through that. The name started to reflect that, the people we'd fallen out with, the people where we'd been screwed over, and the bands that weren't interested in actually kind of being serious about being a proper band and stuff like that. And that whole thing was just summed up by that phrase, City of Thieves, and that's where we kind of thought that's an identity that's ours now, that we can run with, that we can, reflects the music, it reflects what we've been through, and that's where it came from.
Excellent. So quite a good story behind that. It was,
We were keen that we had something like that. I mean, it's hard to kind of, if you can't back up what, who you are and where you come from with something, you can't back up your name and what you put yourself out there as. I think it can be quite hard to kind of come across as serious about what you're doing. So luckily we kind of got that behind it, and I think it helps.
Excellent. And so where are you playing after today?
After today, we have got a couple of dates lined up actually. We've got doing Planet Rockstack.
Right, okay,
We've got doing a headline show in Camden at the Black Hat on the 18th of December.
Right.
We've got Massive Wagons with us on that date as well, so we're good. They're
We're doing a show in Cambridge for Star Radio, the rock show with Neil Jones. He's putting a show together in Cambridge at the Portland that's going to be our first headline show in Cambridge as well.
Excellent. And recording-wise, what's happening with you guys at the moment?
Recording-wise, we've recently released the EP.
Yeah.
It came out in September. There's an album there, but we're probably looking to release the album probably next year, kind of summer, autumn time. Recently recorded a video for Buzz Up City. That was on the cover city for last month's Classic Rock.
Ah, yes. Yeah.
So that video should be coming out
Next few weeks, actually.
For the years out, so get that. And it's just kind of got a few things to do before the album comes out there. We want to make sure that it's right. We don't want to just because same with social media, so it's all very instant. So you do a post and it's gone the next day. So we want to make sure that everything we do is kind of it's right for us, and we get it right. It's all about make sure that when the album's out there, we're all happy with it. It's the right time as well, and just make sure we get it right.
Right. Okay. First random question: Marmite, love it, hate it?
Hate it.
Do you know what? I don't have a straight answer. I love it, but I've had it and it just gives me asthma attacks. So I love it, but can't eat it.
You love it, but it doesn't love you.
I have to have an inhaler nearby. I can't just give a straight answer.
He loves it, but his body hates it.
So when the album comes out, because you're working on everything, who's done the artwork, and do you have a working title?
We have a load of artwork that's been done by a guy called Stuart Dilly, who's done art for Actually, he's done art before for Toby Jepson, who produced the album for us. And we had our logo, our main font, was designed by a guy called Tom. I can't remember his surname now, but he goes by the name Ginger Monkey. That's why I can't remember his surname. And he designed the font for us with the logo. That's what's on the shirts and on the cover of the EP. Titles, we do have a few kicking around, but we haven't settled on a title name for the album yet. We've got a few that we know. I've got my favourites, and I'm going to make the case for them when the time comes. But, it's like that. I don't want to be in the Axl Rose situation where I tell everyone the title 10 years before the album comes out, and then the Offspring come along and go, well, we're going to just call our album Chinese Democracy because you haven't released it yet. So I don't want to be in that situation, but definitely there's names out there. And at the minute it's just the Incinerator EP. Was basically because we didn't want to waste the album titles that we were talking about just for the EP, and I think it just put something simple out there and get people into the music, you know, and then from there everything's ready to go, but we just got to wait and see.
Right, excellent. Of course, the sad news has come out from Paris yesterday, and during the night as well, about all the tragedy, especially at the metal concert. How's a band? How does that affect you, and you know, and playing the music that these people were listening to the metal?
It's one of those. It's a tricky one because it's such an unexpected kind of what it is. What you couldn't have made. It's one of those kind of. It's such a you'd the least expect that kind of thing to happen, especially the demographics of people who've been targeted. But we was talking about it kind of on the way up here, kind of about. You got to maintain who you are. You can't change. You can't let things like that change who you are.
You have to have the blitz mentality. You know, business as usual. Because it's like I think the reason it worked, it was such a shock thing, and the reason that it was followed through is because people don't expect it in those environments. And I think that you can't, you know, after 9/11 people didn't stop going on holiday. You know, you've got to just carry on. You can't stop everything that you do. You live in a country and you live in a part of the world where we've got our freedoms and our liberty, and they're hard fought for and hard won, and you can't be held to ransom by people that are just ignorant of what it takes to get yourself to that situation. It's a scare tactic, and it's it's mortifying when you read it, and it's a massive kind of blow to people, and especially all the people involved. But you can't change what you do. You can't bow to things like that.
Then you lose, and if you lose who you are and what you're about.
Well, as I said earlier, that metal is not just the music; it's in your blood, it's in your heart, and it's in your soul. So no matter what they do, the people make it. The music is fantastic and makes it. So people go and see live gigs still, and not raise a glass for them while you're doing it.
You know, it's like you've got, you know, everyone that gets affected by anything like that, whether it's at a sporting event, whether it's something, it's communities that get affected, and you know, like I said, you have to have the blitz mentality. It's business as usual. Everything still goes on. Everything's still open. You know, that's just the world you live in. You can't bow and give in to these kind of things. You just got to keep going.
No, absolutely, very true. Right, I always ask another random question. You have a choice of A, B, or C.
Okay.
Which one would you like? A, B, or C?
A.
Going for A.
Do I have to choose different?
Yeah, B or C.
I'm just going to go A for Alpha, you see. But,
it's at the top straight away.
Okay, how about B?
We're going to go B. We'll do A first. It's the zombie apocalypse.
Okay.
Zombies are outside the building and you're inside.
Okay, sounds good.
You're thinking, oh my God, here we go. Who in the band would die first and who would live the longest?
Oh.
Is that just for Adam?
Add him, okay, but you can join in if you want to.
I'll let him start, but I've got an answer as well.
Who would die first? None of us. We're just kind of going smash him in. You wouldn't put up with it, would you?
Yeah, that's it. I don't think
go
any
out
of
of the
us
floor and smash him up.
Any of us are built for dying just yet. Stick your backs together and get your way out as a group. Stick together.
Excellent.
Baseball bat each, no problem.
So you can go for
you didn't specify. Do we get weapons?
You can choose. What would be your weapon of choice?
We do the Shaun of the Dead thing.
Cricket bat.
Don't stop me now on the jukebox. Couple of pool cues.
That's it. Yeah, a couple of baseball bats, we'd be all right. Yeah. Take them out. I mean, you know, none of us are small. None of us are worried about. What zombies are going to do.
Right.
Stick together.
Stick together.
Zombies,
right.
terrorists, it's all the fucking same, isn't it?
C you went for, wasn't it?
B.
Oh, B.
Yeah.
Was it B?
I went for A, you went for B.
Ah, right, B. Right, okay. You've made it. You're going onto a gig on a private plane. You're really happy. This is fantastic. That could be better.
That's how we got here.
Something happens to the pilot. The plane just starts to go down.
Right.
You have one parachute.
Right.
And then you find another one. Who else in the band would you save?
I think what would happen is Ben, who's not here, he would fly the plane.
You think he could fly it?
Yeah. He's a mad keen. He's into all his air stuff. He's loves, if there's a day off and there's an air museum, he'll be in the air museum.
Right.
He knows all about planes. He loves playing fighter pilot video games. I know it's not quite the same thing, but again,
I think you've got a good chance.
I think what you do is we'd kick the door down. We'd try and help the pilot out, and then if not, I think Ben would be the first person behind the stick, and then he'd get it down again. Yeah. You know, I think that would be it. Yeah.
But just in case.
That's not the question. No.
No, that's fine.
I'd save the singer and the bass player. Oh no, that's just me.
Brilliant. I like that. Very good.
The two, they kind of, remembered that.
Fantastic. Kiss, Big Bang Kiss, they have their logo and patented so many things, pregnancy kits, toilet rolls, baby stomachs, etc. What would you like to see your name on?
As a merch item.
As a merch item, or something that they've done out there that you could probably think you could go for.
I would love either a sports kit, like I'd love to be on the England rugby team's kit, or a boxer's trunks, like a British world champion boxer's trunks,
right?
Or branded. I'd love to have branded poker chips and cards at the World Series of Poker in Vegas.
Ooh, nice. Anything particular?
Because I'm a rugby fan, so rugby jersey, England rugby. It's a white T-shirt, so it would look really well with my logo.
The black right.
It would really work. You'd have the red rose, you'd have the Thieves, and that would do us.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good. Yeah. Right, you have to give this send to the England committee for rugby and say, hang about.
I asked Lancaster about it, but he's gone now, so he was on the way in. And that's why he's gone.
Right.
You've got to try it.
You have.
I like these random questions. Have we got any more?
Right. Well, there's one more I can ask. A lot of bands like Iron Maiden, Motorhead and stuff all have their own drinks. Sort of after like Trooper beer and Iron Maiden's got all sorts of things. Have you ever thought about going to a brewery and saying, can you produce?
We have our drummer, Will, who's not here. He actually used to homebrew, so he was actually brewing his own in his kitchen.
Right.
And we went through a phase where, until we looked into the legality of it, where we were going to just start selling it at gigs, and I mean, obviously, not tell the bars or whatever. But then we thought, well, we just hand it out. So I think definitely for a couple of people that the brewery thing is like a thing for them that they really love to. In fact, if they'd been here and you asked question B, that was question B was the plane, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry. If you'd asked them about that beer would probably have been the first thing that the other two would have said for branding. But so yeah.
Right. And what would you call it?
That's putting us on the spot, isn't it? Oh God, can we edit the silence out? And have the answer?
Right to beer.
Beard Up City. Yeah, Beard Up City. That's it, to go with the Buzzed Up City single.
Right. There, see? So now all you've got to do is go to the brewery, say, look, we've got this great idea for a beer. This is what it's called. What can you do for us?
Yeah, and market it at...
It's got to be good, but it's got to be good beer though.
Of course, you've got to sort of...
IPA, proper
one,
yeah.
Everyone's into that now, aren't they?
They are, yeah. Yeah.
everywhere. It's a big thing.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you so much for giving me some of your time. And I
Thank
hope
you very much for having
the
me.
rest, gets together with you soon, and
They'll be here at
enjoy
some
the rest of
point.
the day until you play.
Nice one. Thank you very much.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Have a good one. Thanks for
and
having
you
us,
too.
guys.
No problem.